And let everybody know. More airport modeling today. Send. Also, let me just make sure this is... Whoops. That is the wrong link. Delete message. Delete. This is the link I want. Copy message. No. I want just copy link. That's the problem. At everyone. More airport modeling today. Toady. Boom. That's what I want. Send now. Okay. And then let's launch this to make sure it's up and running. Boom. Okay, that's looking good. I do want to see my twitch.tv/StephenScottDay. Because last time it was giving Alina problems. Oh, looks like it's up today. Okay. I'll also share this. Okay. I'll put it also on Twitch. Boom. Okay. And then what I want to do is look at my reference images, because we did DC yesterday. But today we're going to do London. So I think this is London. Yeah, that's London. And I have this. Okay, exterior, building and road. And then we also have all of these. There's actually a lot of reference images for these ones. I'm not sure if we're going to model these shops necessarily. Let's see how fast modeling happens today. Okay. So these are our reference images. Okay, there's the exterior. There's some shops. Okay, there's the flight board. Some couches. Okay, this is a good reference for the ticket booths for the ticket agents and the gate agents. And it's good for the ceiling. Okay, more walls and stuff and ceiling stuff. Okay, general, like this light might be good. Okay, yeah, we're looking good. So, what I want to do is hop over to Blender, making a new one, selecting everything, getting rid of all that. Gonna go to UV editing, hit N, make this a 24 millimeter. And we're going to model this very coherent drawing. Which, by the way, if I just move it over here and move this right there. Okay, so this is this. What I want is, I kind of want to segment it, but I also want to give the illusion that it is larger. So maybe I could put like a locked door or something. I'm also not too against the idea of invisible walls for some of this. But let's just start putting down the ground floor. Let's import our FBX of, let's see, textures, core FBXs. Here we go. We want to import our character. All right, so we have this, and let's at least see our textures on here. Okay. And let's make this a little bit bigger. And then what I'm going to do is start with the floor. Oops. Whoa, is that like Shift Expand A? Okay. Shift A, cube. Let's get all this. Scale on Z. Well, actually, let's move it up. It's like right there. Okay. And let's put it down like that. All right. Okay, so here's our floor. And we want this shape. I think we can start by, let me see, how many? It's like 3 kiosks up front, or 6 kiosks up front, and then benches right behind it. Okay. Is this London? This is London, right? Yeah, this is London. This is London. Okay. Go A, and then scale on X, so we can get it like that. Okay, it's looking pretty good to me. Actually, let's scale on X, make it a little bit smaller. And then I think I am going to do this thing where I want to like put walls on the sides and give the illusion that there's more airport, but the only parts that's accessible to the player are kind of in a smaller area. So we have this front part, and then we want to stretch it out too, so we'll go scale on Y. Okay, so it's like something like this. And I think we might go a little bit bigger than that, but that's a good start. So I'm going to take just this face and duplicate it. Okay, let's bring it up here. And we're going to separate it. Okay, so separate selection. I'm going to take this bottom one and I'm going to rename it to London dash airport underscore ground. Okay, and then this cube is the London dash airport underscore walls. Okay, and also I want to stop organizing alphabetically. Okay, alphabetical organization kind of sucks. So we got all these we got these two game objects. Now we can turn this one into walls. And the way I'm going to do that is by making a loop cut. So I'm going to make one in the center. I'm going to make one over here, one space out, and then I'm holding control when I do this, so I can. You see these, like, it snaps to certain measurements, and I just go one out, and that way there's something a little bit more uniform here. And I'm going to make it all along. Well, let's do one in the middle, and then we'll do one like right here, and then right here. Okay, then I can just grab the edges like this now. And this. Cool. Cool. Okay, we'll extrude those up, and we'll take these middle ones and delete them. So now we just have this, and I'm gonna bring them back down like this. Also holding shift, so I'm gonna hit G and Z, so I'm only moving up and down. I'm gonna hold shift so I can kind of barely bring it into the ground. There we go. All right, so there are walls. And, Oh, let me check something really quick. I want to make sure this is, oh, wait. Am I good? Test. Cool. Okay, so when they get inside, let's take our character and move them back. This, okay, here's the entrance. Or actually, I guess let's do it the other way. There's the entrance. And right when you walk in, there are those little kiosks. These things, let's see, right here, these ones. Okay, and that's where you'll buy tickets. Okay, so I'm gonna model this thing now. Let's put it over here, put Blender right there. Maybe give them a little bit more space like that. All right, and yeah, I think I'm gonna hide the walls for now. And I'm just gonna put this down, Shift A, cube. Let's move it up, right there. And what is the shape here? You know what, let me move it a little closer to our person so we have like a good reference. Okay. So it's about waist high and maybe a little bit thinner than that. Maybe like this. And then this goes like right here. Like right there, maybe. Okay. What I'm going to need to do actually is start from here. This will be a good base. Okay. And then it's not that long, it doesn't go that far back. It's about like right there. Maybe even closer. Okay, that's looking okay. And this is an interesting shape. This is kind of crazy. What's the best way to do this? I think maybe I'll go like, I'll make the space that she actually works on first, and then I'll extrude out to be this like back part. Oh, this is so strange. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine, I think. And then you take this and extrude up. I think that's the move. And then you take these two lines and you move them back like this, so it has kind of some shape. This gets moved down and back as well, so it has this shape. And then this, I'm gonna hide it. I'm gonna do a loop cut, so like we have some space up here. I'm gonna unhide everything else. Then I could take this face. Actually, I also want to put loop cuts on the side. So we'll put one unit from there and 1 unit from there. Okay, and then I can unhide everything, take this face, and extrude it in. Okay, we'll go like that far back. That's chill. And is there any Z fighting? No? Okay. It's looking okay, looking okay. And then we take these sides. This is where it starts getting a little funkier too. I feel like what needs to happen here, this one's kind of weird. I guess I could just do this. Take these sides and then do an Alt-E, extrude faces along normals, and then like that. And then we could take it's kind of, it feels a little unnecessary. Okay. So the bottom part is segmented as well. What we'll do is take these two faces, solo them, and then we'll go 1, 2, and 1, 2. Yeah, I think like that. Unhide everything. Then take all 4 of these faces and all 4 of these and extrude them down like that until they get to the floor. Let's see. Like that. And maybe even bring them in a little bit. These ones, scale on X. Okay, it's looking okay. Oh wait, you know what? Actually, yeah. Okay. Then want to take, what's next? Oh, okay. Here's kind of what I should do. Let's take this. I feel like our person's getting in the way. Let's move this back. Okay. We'll take this inside and this inside, scale on X, bring them in a little bit more, and then I think we could take this, or maybe even these independently. Let's take the whole thing. Oh no, but then that kind of... What's the move here? Because this comes out a little bit. Like, you know, it's like I'm tempted to just do that. But that would require... what from me? Oh. perhaps you do an extrude, and then you take these and push them down like that. Now there are some normals that are being doubled up on down here, I think. Let me see. Yeah, see this Z fighting happening right here? I'm gonna get rid of that. And same thing with this one. Just because like later on when I'm like doing UV stuff, that's gonna fuck us over. So it's better just get rid of it now. So have kind of the shape of this. I realize that this goes straight into it, right? Like this goes straight, like it goes totally flat, but we're just getting an impression here. So now I could take these and do inner, and then extrude, and then take these parts and move them down like that. Okay, and that's like more or less like what we want. Okay, what else? What else are we looking at here? So they have this little door here too. I think that's a nice touch. I think, right? Is that what we want? Or maybe not, maybe not. Maybe for the sake of not having to fucking rig up some doors and stuff. Maybe we just keep it so you can walk right through. Let's look at the schematic. So each of these little squares, right? These 6 squares, that's what these things are. That's what those are. You know what I'll do? I'm gonna call that complete for now. And we're just gonna duplicate them. We're gonna put them, let's see, how far up are they? You kind of enter and they're right ahead of you. So it's like you enter and then they are like this, 180, okay. Maybe a little further back, give it some space, okay. And then we're gonna do an Alt-D, and that, Alt-D, like that. How many did I have? 6, right? Is that what I said? Yeah. So honestly, maybe it's like something less, because this is already like, let's see, Alt-D, and maybe it's just 2, 4, 5, X. All right, maybe it's just 5. That seems chill to me. Okay. So I'm gonna save this, because it's already a lot of work. And airports, we're calling this London _ airport. Save. Okay, saving that to my assets folder. All right, you walk in, you're greeted with these things, and then what? And then there's walls right behind that. So no matter which side you go through, you're gonna still be entering. You know what I think it should be is I think maybe it should just be like 2, let's see, let's unhide this shit. We're gonna make another wall instead of going totally bananas. Let's do cube, okay, and then like right there, and let's see, let's take a look at the airport too, because we don't know really what these wall scales are like. Let's see, what's a good reference for this? They do have tall ceilings too. I think like most airports, right? They have kind of tall ceilings. These don't. Those are kind of low. Maybe this, oh, you know what'd be nice is if it went from low ceiling to tall ceilings. That's, okay, this is what I like right here. This, see this like kind of like a thin wall that you can peek over if you want to do, you could jump over if you wanted to, and then there's little doorways in between. What I don't know is like, is that what I want over here? Yeah, so what I'm gonna have it, the system I'm gonna have here is that like, you buy your tickets from the ticket agent, and then there's just one door that everybody goes out of because they board their plane out on the tarmac. Okay. So let's create that. So that's going to be just over like the height of your average character. So let's take our character, bring them up. Okay. So this is like a little too tall. Maybe like that is the highest point. Okay. And then let's do scale on Y. So it's like about that thick. And let's take this face, Shift S 2, and then take this, Shift S 8. So it centers it up, and then we can use that now to ASX right there. Boom. Okay, so now it goes across the whole thing perfectly. And then we want to put doorways in there. So I'm going to put a cube in the same spot, basically. And let's take this and move it up like that. Move that up. Should go just over their heads like that. And they'll be a little less wide. Scale on X. Okay. And I think that's good. Okay, so these are I'm gonna use this to carve out all the doors. Let's name some of these things. So for this, it's going to be London dash airport underscore room divider wall. And then all of these, I should have named these before I duplicated them. Fuck. We'll call these the London dash airport underscore ticket booth. Okay, I'm just gonna copy and paste these. Cool. Right, that's all of them. What's this? And this is gonna be our, just name it really quick so I don't forget. It'll be door boolean mask. Okay. I want to take this and duplicate it and do the same thing over here. Make sure it's snapping to grid, so they're kind of like right in between each of them. And I'm just going to get rid of this one. Okay. And then this, same thing. Oops. Like that. And then this one, like right there. Okay. And I'm going to take all of them and do Control J, puts them all into one. Now I can select this wall and add a Boolean modifier and take this. Now when I hide them, you can see that it makes those doorways perfectly. Cool. So now let's take a walk around really quick. Okay, so you enter, and no matter which ticket booth you go to this one, you can go to that door. You go to this one, you can go to that door. Okay, all these doors line up nicely. Okay, yeah, looks good. So, also, let me take my character and Shift S 8, because their feet were kind of going through the ground, but now they're resting nicely on the ground. That way I can get a better sense of scale for things, because I think already, like these doors, they could probably be a little taller. So let's go like this. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's apply that. So now that is fixed, and I'll keep the Boolean mask around, keep it around, who knows. But I'm creating, or I'm going into X-ray mode, and I'm gonna grab all of these. Okay, so it just grabs that top part, and that way when I scale them up, everything kind of comes up together. And I think I'm even just gonna grab this face and move it up a little bit by itself. I think that looks pretty good. Maybe a little bit more. Cool. It's nice that there's like this definition here, right? There's kind of like these, you could see that this is made up of like a series of panels. That is nice. I'm not really sure what the cheap way to achieve that would be just yet. Let me see. Can I grab this and this? Just do like an inner extrude. I guess I can. And then Alt-E, extrude along normals, and then bring it in. And then just before they collapse together, I'm just going to put that there. Right, so there is space in between them, see? But now at least there's some like definition to this frame. That looks cool. And I think this top part now, I'm going to make a little wider. I mean taller. Let's see, which part is it? It's just that part, okay. Like that. Yes. So I'll do scale on Z. Like that. And then, honestly, I think that's probably it. Yeah. Great. And then kind of do the same thing over here, just to give it a little bit more definition. I to extrude inner, and then Alt-E along faces, bring it in, and then before they touch each other, actually, hold on, let me do that again. Alt-E, extrude along, right there. Okay, so there's space in between them, but there's also a nice, just adds a little bit more detail to this place, you know? Like the DC airport, so blocky, and you know, I do want to change some of that, give it some beveling, maybe, or at least just see how it plays with like props or something, because a lot of this is getting pretty blocky. I want to blaze through this, but I also don't want to get sloppy. Aha, like that. You see this? This little angle here. I'm gonna take it. Alt-Z to, oh, hold on. I just want to select, hold on. We're in object mode. Just select that. There we go. Go into edit mode. Alt-Z. Grab these. Move them just outside so you can't see them. Okay. Come over here. Same thing. Select these just outside. And there we go. Now it kind of lines up nice on the edges. Great. So this is London Airport coming together. We have the wall divider, and we have, we need to put the seats in next. So we'll create some, when it gets to furniture, I'm always kind of like, do we need the furniture now? You know, like I need the furniture. It's gonna happen. Like the furniture will get made. But what I'm trying to do right now is like I'm trying to model the game world in such a way that will look nice. So when I'm making GIFs and doing streams, well, for programming stuff, you're not just looking at a bunch of grid boxes and like shitty prototype stuff, that you're actually looking at something that is appealing. But you have to draw a line somewhere. And I think that like where my mind's going with this is that if I'm programming these airports, I at least want to see the airports, right? And if a part of the programming is getting people to go from one place to another and sort of waiting in the terminal area for their flights and then waiting to board and all that, the programming will require them to go somewhere to wait for their flights. It doesn't necessarily mean that they have to be sitting down at benches. And so what I'm prepared to do is to just kind of like put them in a space when I'm programming them, like let them all stand up basically. They can all stand. Their legs can handle it. Yeah, I think that makes sense. And then, you know, later down the line, putting them in a chair is like finesse. Which means I can just come back to this and model some nice benches. It's really tempting, though, to make benches, because if this place looks too dead, then I'm going to want to make them. What we could do is we could kind of block out the... We could block out, like, where they go. So let's take our character, put them over here. Shift S. Whoa, Shift S8. Okay, so let's say they just walk through. And when you walk through, you are greeted with, let's see, some of these shops are like this. Oh, we need to put up this board. Maybe we can make that board first. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. So that goes right in the center over here, I think. Is that what? Yeah, that's what this is, this little sliver. And it's about as... It starts at the head height of a person. So I'm going to go ahead and select the wall here. Shift A, Mesh, Cube, and we'll bring it up. And let's see, we'll scale on Y. Scale Y, bring it in a little bit. Be kind of thick, like that. And the height of it, I'm kind of looking at, like, if this lady stood up, that's like one. It's kind of like just over the height of one person. So I'm going to use our character here, the ultimate measuring stick. Okay, this is what I use to measure all of my shit, basically. Wait, hold on. So let me put the bottom at head height, like right there. Okay, and then I'll take the character, move them up, and it's about 1 and a head. So wait, is that right? Why does that seem taller? If you stood up, you're like that, and you go 1. So if that's 1, and you add another head on top of that, it's like right about there. It just seems so much bigger. And then I guess the length of it is... Let's see. You know, like you have this guy, right? If this guy is like, the top of his head is like over here, if he's standing right there, then you can imagine that maybe something like this is like 1 head length, and then another head length, and then like a quarter of it here. So 2 1/4, 2 1/4 person. 2 1/4 person. Let's do rotate on Y. Yeah. Like, let's see. You put 1 here, and then you scale on X. So now that's 2 persons long, right? So it's like 1, 2. And then you just want like a little bit more. You scale on X, like, oops, like that. Okay, because this is also over here now. I think that's it, right? And that's kind of even the aspect ratio. It could even probably be a little bit longer. But this is more or less it. All right. And let's put them back. Wait, item, wrong one. Scale, dimensions, rotation. There we go. Hold on 1 second. Okay. I don't think I'm missing chat, right? Yeah. I have my chat open on the phone. Chat's pretty dead today. Stream's pretty dead today. Makes me wonder, did I botch this? No? Put it up. Folks are just busy. They got lives. It's a Monday. Okay. So I was here. Okay. Got the board up. Oh, it needs these little lamps. Oh, this needed to be 90. Why does it feel so small compared to this one? Is it the angle? I feel like it's so much bigger. Let me do this. A, and then just scale it up. And then scale on X, make it longer. That feels a little bit better. Yeah. Okay, I'm cooler with that. Don't need this thing at the top because I don't think I'm putting days of the week in the game. I know it seems crazy for all the other fucking detail that goes into the game. I think putting in like months and days of the week and all that shit is just gonna kind of screw me and paint me into the corner where I'm gonna be like, oh, but then I have to like make the weather reflect as such, you know, instead of it just being some ambiguous weather. You know what I'm saying? Sure you do. All right. Okay. You know what I'd like to do, just for funsies, is let's copy this image. Let's put in a temporary image here. Let's start texturing some things. I'm a little blind in this like big gray void of meshes. And I'll call this one London-airport underscore what do you call it? The flight board? What the fuck is it called? It's just departures board, flight board, whatever. Okay, and then in Photoshop, we're going to go new, and this one is going to be 1200 by 1200. Paste this in here. Shrink it down like this. Okay. And then we're going to go edit, perspective warp, and then go boop, 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 and boop. Yep, maybe like that. Okay, hit enter, and then hit this button, and then hit the checkbox. Cool. And now I should be able to just go like this. Yeah. Take just that. X, V, delete that, and make a new layer underneath it. That just gets this color. I guess I can chop off some of this top. Like that. Chop off some of this edge. Like that. And this edge. Like that. And then just to maybe make my life a little bit more pleasant, I'm gonna go fill, content aware, that's chill, and then content aware this man's head away. Fill. Good enough. Same thing with this one. Fill. Good enough. Okay, I guess this, like, who cares? Fill. Steven, you're spending a lot of time doing something temporary, something that you're not going to really be using. Fine. And I'll move it up like this. Because later on, I would like to, so I'm going to actually save it like legit, the PSD, and I'll save it in textures, right? Assets. My packages, testing, prefabs, images, particle. I guess I should save it. Let's see. Models. Textures. I'll save it in a new folder in the textures called PSDs. I'll call this one London _ flightboard. And we'll do Alt-Shift-W. Export that as just that. Cool. And in here, I'm going to create a new material. New London Airport Flightboard. Image texture, open, textures, light, okay, AU, cube project, let's see our UV shit, okay, just take all of them, like this, scale them down, put them right here, then take just the front part, cube project, and then scale this down like that, and put it right here. Ooh, that's pretty close. Those dimensions are pretty close. Okay, something like this. Alright, I'm just gonna have to live with that. Okay, just for now. So we have something nice to look at while we're working on shit. And then, should we texture these things or the walls? Texture the walls, right? We need some frame of reference. Okay. What does this airport look like? They kind of have the tiled marble floors. It's like staggered. Let's just do that then. Let's start getting up. Let me just see. Yeah, they kind of have like these stone ones. It's almost like mosaic marble floors, and these ones aren't staggered. Those ones aren't either. Those, okay, this is that kind again where it's like mosaic marble. It's like kind of broken pieces. I think not crazy about these lines. Yeah, let's do that one. The one that's like broken up. Let's see. Textures.com, baby. Search marble or mosaic tile. A lot of these are like proper mosaic though. What we're looking for is closer to something like this porcelain mosaic. You could maybe search like marble tile, and then hopefully there's one in here that has that. What color do you think it is? It's kind of like that, probably like that tan one. I could change the color of this one. This one kind of looks like it has some cracks in there. I guess that's what I'm mostly looking for, is one that has cracks. Square marble tiles. This kind of looks like it could work. Oh, excuse you. Oh, it's been a long day. See, it's kind of like this. I would like something like that. If these were larger, not so fine. So many marble textures. Oof. I'll check this one out, but what I don't like is that you can already see the pattern in it. Like up here is like a very different color from these ones. It's kind of annoying. Like this would be really good if it didn't have that. I'm opening it because sometimes these have alternates in them. And then worst case scenario, I can also flip it. Ooh, hopefully there's a seamless one in there. Oh, I don't think so though. It doesn't say seamless. Ba with the ba da bang da bang. Oh, this is too cracked. Too cracked. All right, kind of hitting the bottom of the barrel here. Give me something good in 10, 9. Oh, guess that's it. Actually, I don't even have a choice. So, that one doesn't have any alternates. Neither does this one, and this one also doesn't have any tileable ones. Shit. Damn, it's so close. This one was close. This is not tileable. It's like kinda tileable, but all the way at the edge there. I would have to. I think I have to Photoshop this one. Here, I'll download this one and I'll Photoshop it. I think. What does this one look like? Yeah, because I can't use that over and over again. That's like a bit much, right? Oh, if you put this on top of it, I hate having to download 2 of these though. Do I do the composite? Maybe I do, because this is honestly pretty close. Let's just download both of them. So this goes into textures. I'm getting the albedo and the roughness. Let's get the roughness one. Hop over to flip ship, and then open these up. Show in folder. Okay. And then drop in the albedo first, and then the roughness. Okay, and then we can change the blend mode. Find one that looks chill. Might have to invert this. Let's invert it and then do this. Darken looks okay. Darker color looks okay. Soft light looks okay. Soft light's looking pretty good, honestly. Let's do soft light. Okay, and then I'm gonna do Control Alt Shift W. God, I hate that. Okay, who thought that was a good idea for exporting images from Photoshop? All right, export, and this is going to be the same name, except we're gonna call this Compt. Marble tile square. Go into here, get this. Actually, we're getting the floor. New, and what the hell is it called? Marble tiles 10. Marble tiles square 10. Marble tiles square 10. And we're going to use marble compt, this one. Okay, and AU cube AS. And is that about how big those tiles are? Oops. It's kind of like one person. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, so this is what it's like to walk around on these. You know what might be legit, honestly, is I said I wasn't a fan of these, but then I saw this, where it sort of splits the room up a little bit. I kind of like that. What if there's one that I can grab really quick? Let's do, yeah, we're searching marble tiles still, except I saw some in here I think might be like chill. Or not. Another time, not priority. Let's just move the fuck on with our lives. Okay, so after we have that flight board, the floor, those little kiosks, the walls, I guess we could put in the actual shops. I think it kind of is important. Let's do up these walls actually, like with the windows and everything. So yeah, because look, okay, so those go pretty tall, and then they have pillars in here. Let's take care of this. So it's a whole flight board taller, which means actually that's about right. I feel like this still isn't tall enough. I guess it's chill. It'll feel bigger when there's windows in it. And it's like all windows across, right? I think I could basically, let's take a look around. There aren't many, that one kind of is okay. Yeah, did the DC one have them all the way around? I guess because the DC one was like curved, huh? That's kind of crazy. Can we take a look at the DC one really quick? Yeah, that's kind of legit. But okay, so this is what I was wondering, is like these walls, the actual sides of it, it actually stops. You do have some peripheral, like peripheries, but peripherals. But you don't actually see out this way. Okay. And then this, it feels a little stunted if you can only see out the front, but you know what, honestly, fuck it, because there's just too many problems with trying to like create like a massive world that you can see outside of all of the windows. So instead, we're going to try to make it look like this with just some textures, like we did the first one, and we're going to put some doors in it to match this. So I think I'll make the door first. Let's make the door first. Oh, also, what might be a good call is this flight board. If it actually comes off the wall, totally off the wall, and then this kind of comes down like this, and maybe one more, and then comes down like that, and then it comes out like that. Yeah. Okay. It's a little bit better. I do want to put these in really quick. This is actually kind of driving me crazy. So we'll do Shift A, Mesh, Cylinder, and then the cylinder will only have 12. Take it a scale like that. Okay, move it back, scale down a little bit more, and then take the top and move it up, extrude up, rotate on X, move it this way, extrude out. What does it look like? And I guess that's perfect. Out, rotate on X, like this, extrude out, rotate on X, extrude out, rotate on X. It's pointing at itself, right? Or it points, I guess, kind of straight down. So maybe that. And then extrude out, scale up. Maybe scale down a little bit first. Scale a little bit down. And then extrude, scale up like this. Select these, Alt-E. Whoa! Oh, yeah. Okay, make it a little fatter. Just chill. Let's chill. Grab this rim, scale it up. I think these are a little bit longer, so Alt-Z, grab those, stretch it out like that, and then maybe even take this, rotate on X, and then, no, that's too much. Because I think it comes down more, right? That's fine. Yeah, it's fine. And then you do Alt-D. How many are there? 3 and 3? Oh, let me rename these bad boys first. Call this London. airport underscore flight board lights or lamps. Cool. Oh, they go in a little bit, and they're a little further away from each other. Let me delete these. There we go. Yep. All right. Oh man, this game better be cool. Do Shift S 2, Shift S, oh no, Shift A. Let's create an empty. And I'm going to call this London Airport underscore flight board lamp collection. And then you take all these boys and you put them in there. There we go. So now they're all in. Oh! Did I put the flight board in there too? Flight board. Take the, let's see. Control Alt P. Alt P. Clear parent and keep transformation. There we go. And then we can take these and make that a child of the flight board. That's chill. All right. Man, nobody in chat today. Is nobody there? Just a dead stream as I get all this good work done. Ah, shit. Okay. Board is up. And then we're going to put the kiosk in here, right? Or the stores. Oh. Yeah, so I'm going to do this thing where I'll put the roof in last, but basically the idea is to have the roof lower over here and then it gets tall right about here. Okay. It's gonna feel like a small airport. The DC one's gonna feel massive. I don't want these airports to be like statements about their countries. I don't want like any of these things to be like too big of a statement about any of their countries. Like there's something to be said, right? Like about like, oh, the American airport is all big. But then again, it's like, well, why isn't the London one? You know, and we'll see what the airport, the French airport looks like. We'll see what the, yeah, Morocco airport is going to be tiny. But I think that one genuinely is really tiny. Okay, so let me just block something in there. Shift A, mesh cube. Okay, bring it up like that. Let's go faces. What does this look like? It's kind of, I think I should put this in. Let me just, fuck it, put it in here. Put all of this right here. Leo likes Sophie, it's working today. Hello there. Oh, nice. Okay, good. Yeah, I saw that too. Just as I was starting up the stream, I gave the Twitch one a look-see, and it looked like it was fine. What's strange too is that actually the VOD worked just fine too. I looked on yesterday's VOD, and it, like, yeah, it was clear the whole time. But I looked up like black screen stuff, and sometimes it says you just need to like reset your browser. And I did close my browser and open again, and it hasn't given me problems since. So you might need to just restart your browser too, which is weird. That's never happened to me before, I don't think. But how's it going, Alina? How you doing? I'm about to put in these little shops at the London airport. So what's cuter, this one or this one? I feel like this one's cuter, huh? This one just looks kind of messy. I do like just the shelf here and this kind of like U shape that you can kind of come into, and the bookshelf that pops out. But this one's kind of cute because it's like just these standalone shelves. Second one, is this the second one? The standalone shelves one, or this like long one? Because I think I like the overall shape of this one more. And then this one looks like it has a closed roof, but this one is like open and it lets the lights up here illuminate it. Yeah, I think maybe the shelves. Yeah. Agreed. I'll take the structure of this one. Probably give it, well, somewhere there's gonna be a bookshelf in some other store. Yeah, let's just do this one. All right. Here we go. Okay, like this. So how many are there? There's like 3 in the middle. Okay. This is gonna be a weird one. Maybe what I should do is start with that top piece. Scooch this up. And it's just above the head. Shift E, G. So if you're standing right next to it, it's kind of like 2 heads length before it starts next to you. So this will actually go down like right there, I think is fine. And it's about that tall. Okay. And the thickness we'll say is like right there. Okay. And then I'll take this, push it over here, and then we need a reference for, oops, I'm taking off the skirt. Let's see, rotate Z 90. Yeah. Okay. It's about almost arm's length, kind of. Shift S 2, Shift A cube. Bring this up. Scale on X, scale on Y. Kind of bring it in. Scale on X. Keep it chunky, a little bit chunkier. Yeah, that's good. And then raise the bottom like that, so it has little legs, and raise the top just below this so that also has little things. Okay, that looks good. And then I align it with this. Let me see. Shift S 2, Shift S 8, and then I can move this over here now, and that should be directly aligned. Yes, beautiful. And I'll put one right here, sticking out a little bit, and then Alt D, put this one right here, right at the corner, and this one, I think I have to go like this, and like that. I think that's good. Totally eyeballing it. There's going to be something kind of inconsistent. But that looks like a square on top, so I'm feeling confident. And Oh, I should have done this the other way. Should I have? Wait a minute. Should I have done it the other way? Yes, I should have. It's okay. Tab out, grab all three of these, rotate on Z, like that, and push it against this wall instead. Right there. And scooch it out a little bit. There we go. Then I can take this, bring it out like that. Extrude. Extrude. Boom. And then we have three of these. Alt D, right click, rotate on Z, 90. Align with this. I kind of have to do this now. Oh, that works. That's fine. Okay. And we'll do 1, 2. Well, how far apart? 3. Or maybe just 2. I'm just gonna do 2. Let's make this place a little smaller. Cool. Oops. This goes, how did this one line up? Just before the edge. Okay. Oh, that one totally is thicker. Oh, shit. Okay, so gonna take this and bring it out a little bit. A little bit less. There we go. Okay. Put these two in the middle now. Is that like in the middle? I think that's the middle, right? It's like 2.5. 2.5, okay. And Alt D. Oh, this one's sticking out. Wait, is that how skinny they are? What the f— that's crazy. Alt D. Does this stick into the— nope. Okay. Give it a little bit of space on the side. A little bit more. Okay. There we go. So that's the rough layout of this little place. Let's see. Shift H, tab. Guess grab that face and this face. Shift H. Yeah, looks good. Gotta run. Happy streaming. Thank you, thank you. And thanks for swinging by. Have a good one. Have a good one. Up top. What do I want to do here? KZC. Just go across there. KZC. Cut across. Nope. KZC. Like that. Yeah. KZC. Like that. And then like that. Nice. and then unhide everything. Grab each of these corner pieces, and then Alt-E, like that. Okay, Alt-H. Oh, I guess they can go a little higher, huh? Scale on Z. Uh-oh. They don't go into this thing. That needs to be fatter. Okay. This just comes out some more. This comes out some more. This and this. Scale on Y. Like that. Okay. This and this. Scale on Y. All right. Cool. And oh boy. It's so much work. Oh no, what the fuck? Almost broke my water bottle's little rubber seal. All right, got the shop in. Let's say it's good enough for now. And then we need that door finally, right? You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put one of these. Let's go Alt-D, Shift-Z, right there, frame up on it. Put it over here. Okay. Like right there. And the door is gonna go right here. Mm-hmm. I need to do a stretch. Okay. Welcome to Just Stretch with me. Fuck. Oh, shit, man. Oh, my God. So, at this rate, if I do my normal job stuff, if I actually take breaks, play video games, hang out with friends, eat like a normal human being, then I'll be able to finish these airports to a reasonable degree by, what's today? Monday? So if I finish London today, right? Potentially even starting on Paris, then that'll be 3 down-ish, 2.5, right? So it's like almost like 1 per day. And then Tuesday, Paris will definitely be finished. Wednesday, Berlin gets finished. Thursday, Morocco gets finished. Friday, probably nothing gets finished because I'm going to Anime Expo. And I'm also going to Anime Expo Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So nothing gets done for like 4 days. But then, yeah, I come back and I finish the Moscow airport. And so that means that next week, basically July 5th, be able to start programming these places. So the only thing that could change that is if I went super hard and change my schedule, the routine that I'm currently on. So I take fewer breaks and that's pretty much it. I just have to take fewer breaks and remove some things from my schedule, some leisurely things. which is another way of saying breaks. Okay. We'll see. I don't know about that. It would be, oh, and then I really, you know what I wanted to do too? So, oh, fuck, there's just not enough time in the world. On the 30th, the Cuphead DLC comes out. The Delicious Last Course. And what I was really looking forward to doing was just going all in on Cuphead on the 29th. And for the first time in my life, hopefully beating it. If I just played... if I played Cuphead all day on the 29th to try to beat it. Because I heard it takes people about 10 hours. So if I wake up and just start fucking grinding Cuphead, it kind of sounds like a fun stream. But at the expense of, you know, all the other things I need to be doing. Okay, let's put a door in this thing. Shift A, mesh, cube. Okay. Go like, it can go into the ground a little bit. You know what we need though? You know what we need though. Door should be kind of wide, huh? Like that. And push it through like that. Okay. Give this the Boolean modifier it deserves. And then get this. And then hide this. Whoop! That didn't work. Looks like we need to... Why? What's wrong? Talk to me. Go down more? What's up with these walls? Come out more? There we go. That's what it needed. Like that. Come up. It doesn't look... Nope. Down. Right there? Nope. It's hard to find out when... Let me see. When Blender is going to... I guess it doesn't like it. Oh, that looks like it works. There we go. Okay. So let's apply that. You know what? Can I move it up a little bit? More headroom. Oh, now it's not working again? Fuck. Let's give it more headroom. It's almost as if it breaks when you go too high. Okay, I'll take that. Apply, delete, take this, to fill, fill, fill. Okay. And then we're gonna take this, 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 and this, and going to extrude inner. How come? Nope. Oop. Inner. There we go. Like that. Delete it. Come in here. Pop these faces on. Yeah, I think we're good. Take these faces. Okay. I think. Hit F. Nope. Gonna have to grab them individually. Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, well, actually, yeah, you do have to grab them individually, because now this door frame would be a pain in the ass. Okay. Then you split selection, and then scooch it back. Okay, so this is glass now. I guess could probably scooch it forward a little bit more. Like that. Yeah. And looking good. So the airfield will go out there. That's basically it. I'm not going to put a door in there right now. It's just going to be an open doorway. We should texture this, though. It needs to get textured. Okay. Oh, and these should get deleted. Okay, so you walk in, get your ticket, go through these doors. You can go to the shop here, flight board's right here, waiting around right here. Then when your flight is ready to leave, you go through that door, or you go right here, then you give the ticket agent your ticket, and then you can go out to the airfield. I'm still not sure if the logistics are going to be that, like, you could just go out to the airfield. I think maybe this one could be a little two-step process where you first talk to the ticket agent and they let you out to the airfield, and then you walk to it. And then when you get to then you have to go to your plane, and then before you board, it makes me think that maybe the best way to do this would be to just talk to the ticket agent. They look at your ticket, and then you get turned into an NPC that you go into autopilot to go board your plane. Or maybe that you just have to step through the doorway, and that kind of like automatically, yeah, maybe that's what it is. Yeah, the flight attendant checks your ticket, and as long as that checks out, then it's like, okay, you could board. And then you could go through this door, and it'll automatically put you on your plane. Like, it just takes you to exactly which plane you need to be on. But if your thing doesn't check out and you try to go over here, the door should just basically not work. Like, nothing happens. I think I'm down with that. All right. So, texture this place. A lot of texture work ahead of me. Oh boy. What we're going to need is glass, wood, and what? What are these walls? Check out what these walls are. Walls are kind of plain Jane. Plain motherfucking Jane. Look at that, just like white walls. Got some of that wood. This place kind of has those large slabs. Kind of like the DC airport. Oh, yeah, the roof. Let's put in the roof. Lights. Kind of like these things. I think I own one of these, huh? Pretty sure I've downloaded it. Oh, I haven't. Is this a new one? I feel like this is new. I think I own this one. Okay. So, oh no, you know what would be better? If it was all, actually no, that doesn't make sense. If it was all if it relied on all natural light, shit, that's kind of hard. I would like to give it all natural light. Those ones have circle ones. Okay. What is this? Corky Charms? Oh boy, you're a director? Yeah, I guess so. The second result on Google is from IMDb. Oh, right. I mean, yeah. When I did film stuff. I haven't done film stuff in a while. The pandemic kind of changed my life. I still want to in the future. Corky Charms, how's it going? What brings you here? How'd you find me? I'll hop over to Photoshop so I can get these textures all ready to go. Can get rid of this one. Yes. And I'm going to download this texture. Let's get the small one. Lights 0038. I imagine I might even be able to use it bare like that. Okay, and we'll put on a roof piece. Probably just going to repurpose the ground. Shift D, Z, bring it up. Get rid of the material that's on it. Yeah, that looks good. Let's see how high, like right there. And let's see. Oh, you know what it was? I want this side to be a little smaller. So I'm going to take this and extrude down like this. Yeah. Cool. Hola. Oh, Chronos57, how's it going? Hola, hola. There is kind of a little conflict I'm having. It's like, how much natural light? I think all this side should be artificial light. So I could do stuff like, let's see, put a mesh here, like a cube, right? Scale it down on Z. Let's focus in on it and bring it down a little bit. Scale it on Y or X, like that. Bring this up, like that. And we'll call this one, let me see, London Airport _ ceiling light square. And I want to extrude the inner part of that, and that'll be its own material. So I'm going to go new material, and we'll call this fluorescent light fixture. Okay. Yeah. And it's going to be the image texture that I just got. Textures. What was the name of it? Just light. This one. Okay. Go AU, cube projection, and I think basically I just want these and these, and I'm going to take them, scale them way down, put them over here, scale way down, but then take this one and make it its own thing, rotate it like that, scale it up, there we go. Okay, something like that. And then we can make it emissive when we bring it into Unity. Corky Charm says, I found you from searching Twitch. I look for people learning programming. I love programming, but I seem to struggle to retain any information really well. But what brings you into game dev? I mean, yeah, just like I said, the pandemic. So I started using, I wish, today I'm not in PlayMaker, But when I do the programming stuff, I use a tool called PlayMaker. It is it's a way of programming in Unity. So PlayMaker uses finite state machines, which kind of look like little flow charts, and that lets you set up the sort of the flow and the logic of your programming. And inside each of those little squares, inside of the little nodes, you put in things called actions, which are essentially snippets of C# code that you don't write any of the C# code, but it's just like they're little modules that you could put in that expose some values that put it in like really plain English of like what it does. So like, for example, like the move towards action, if I go here, let's see, it's like, go to the PlayMaker manual. So you can see some of the actions in here. Like move toward is the one I always use because it's like sort of the most Englishy version, or not Englishy version, but Englishy sort of concept or plain language, human language concept. This is what an action looks like. It's like the game object that you want to move, the target object that you want it to move towards, and then this other target position is an optional thing. So it's like, maybe you don't want it to move towards an object, maybe you just want to move it towards a position, so you could put coordinates here. You can tell it to ignore vertical, you just check that box and it will stay on a flat surface instead of going up and down. You can change the speed over here, the max speed. The finish distance tells it like how close or far to that thing until it is considered like arrived. And then this finished event is a thing that says do something else once it has arrived. And yeah, you just kind of like, you put these in, let me see if I can find one here. Shortcuts, core concepts. Yeah, you kind of put it in this, in something like this. You draw these little arrows. You literally just kind of click and drag to each of these. And that's how you create the flow of your logic. So in each of these boxes, you'll put multiple of those actions, like that thing I just showed you. And it kind of does it in descending order of execution, more or less. But it's great because it really sort of starts off simple. It has a really low threshold, really low barrier of entry if you're new to programming. But then it also scales up too. That the more advanced you get, and even if you decide to learn C# and learn all the intricacies of Unity that like that are sort of buried underneath everything, you can also do all that stuff with PlayMaker as well. Chrono City 7 says, Morbius is the best movie I've ever seen. You get paid to say that about PlayMaker. I don't get paid to say it. In fact, the thing is, they found me so during the pandemic, I had nothing to do, and I was just like, I'm gonna make video games. And so I started my YouTube channel because I was like, you know what, I'm going to go all in on this. I'm going to make a game. I'm going to kind of like track my progress and stuff. I've done stuff like that before with like filmmaking. And then, yeah, they found me and they kind of like, they tweeted to me and were kind of just like suggesting my videos because I was like teaching other people how to use them. I was already like full blown in love with the program, and I had owned it years and years before, like maybe 6 years prior. But I didn't use it because at the time I found a friend who was going to do all the programming for a game that I wanted to make with them, and I was going to do all the modeling stuff. And so I bought it when I thought I was going to do it by myself, and then when I found that friend, I just didn't touch it. That all happened really quick. So I never touched PlayMaker, but I owned it for 6 years. And then yeah, during the pandemic, I just cracked it open one day, fell in love with it. PlayMaker found me. And in the middle of all that, I was taking copywriting courses to hopefully apply for jobs to do with like copywriting stuff. And when I was doing that, in the course, a part of the portfolio making process, they suggested to take a product you really love and write the copy for it and give it to those people for free. And they say like, find a family member. Like, do you have like an uncle that owns a bakery or something? You should do the copy for them for their bakery, and then give it to them and let them have it for free since you like already appreciate their product. And it's easier to write something. It's easier to write copy for something when you already are familiar with and sincerely enjoy the thing. And so I was like, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do one for PlayMaker. So I emailed them. I emailed Alex Jules and I was like, look, I'm a filmmaker. I make, I've been making films my whole life. It's what I have done as a professional up until this point. And just because of the pandemic, right? Like a lot of the film things were kind of stopping. And I was like, I'll make an advertisement for you for free. And if you like it, then you could use it to actually promote your product. But you just have to give me credit and just say that like I did it. And they loved it so much that they were like, well, we love your channel and the promo and everything. Would you be down to do all of our official learning stuff? And then the rest is history. I started working with them. I was like, yes, of course. And I've been producing all their official learning resources, specifically the video tutorials, but I do some other stuff as well. The job has evolved, and I've programmed some of the assets on the ecosystem. And I help people out in the Discord and stuff like that, but that isn't necessarily like paid work. I just kind of do it to hang out in the community. Cronus 57 says, I understand. Right on. Yeah. So yeah, it's like I talk them up a lot because I just genuinely love them. And I do tell people about like the shortcomings of PlayMaker, but there are just so few that it's rare, So anyways, that was PlayMaker. But today I'm in Blender, and yeah, I'm going to put some textures on these things. So I think this ceiling, let's find out what this ceiling looks like. It has, where is it? This one? It has that like panel stuff. So let's find some, maybe I could just search ceiling. Office ceiling, I think I own that. See if there's anything else I would want to use. I think I use this. Maybe I don't own office ceiling. Yeah, because all this is going to be like wood and stuff now. Instead, let's try this. I do own it. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out who uses this. Which place uses this? Let's go into Blender. Go to File. I would like to have PlayMaker for free, sad face. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, just so you know, PlayMaker is developed by one person, Alex Jules. There are things that have been developed on the peripheries by, Jean Fabre. Jean Fabre contributed a lot to it as well. He doesn't really so much anymore. He maybe keeps a little of the like pun stuff up to date, but for the most part, it's like really just one person that makes it. And he's an independent producer. He's an independent developer, and for every copy of PlayMaker that is not purchased, every copy of PlayMaker that is stolen, every copy of PlayMaker that somebody gets for free instead of buying it, it only hurts the product because that makes the timeline for Alex much shorter, in terms of like him being able to focus on it. If PlayMaker is not supporting Alex, then he can't continue to work on it. So I would say that if you're really pressed for cash, right? If you're really, really strapped for cash, then look out for those sales, because when the asset store puts PlayMaker on sale, when Alex chooses to put it on sale, which is like all the time, very often, they put it for 50% off. And like, it's really, really powerful. It's like really, really powerful. It's crazy. It's criminally underpriced to begin with. Like, it should be, there's so many products in the asset store that are closer to like $100. I think PlayMaker should be closer to $100, just to sustain the man, so he can keep working on it. But it's 65, I think. And so when it goes on sale, when you go half off, you're paying $30. You're paying $30 for PlayMaker. So $30 is like the price of a game for a lot of times. So Cronus 57, if you've ever bought a game, or even if you bought a handful of games, like, just remember that, like, you're helping support the community, you're helping support independent artists, because when you support Playmaker, yeah, he's an independent developer as well, but his tool is also the one that's enabling a bunch of independent artists and a bunch of really amazing games that have come out that were made with it. So I get it, man. It would be nice if if everything was free. I wish everything was free, but for a lot of really unique and sort of just for really unique solutions out there, like Playmaker, they don't have much like, Playmaker doesn't really have competition. It's kind of strange. Like, the other people try to do like alternative programming or quote unquote visual scripting, but things like Bolt, it's just C#. Bolt is just C# with a mouse. You're still connecting nodes. It doesn't make the learning process any different, really. It kind of changes your perspective. Some people need like a visual module to learn C# and that's fine. But at the end of the day, they're still learning all of the API and stuff of C#. And what's the other one? Like Game Creator. And that's like that. You buy the main thing and then you have to buy other packages on top of it. Playmaker doesn't even do it. You buy Playmaker once, you have access to the entire ecosystem and all those other tools. But Game Creator is also like, it's a little bit more narrow in its capabilities. So as far as being able to have like real simplicity, like really beautiful design, but also like a lot of power, nobody else is doing what Playmaker is doing. Which is crazy to me, because I also think like the thing I'm always fantasizing, I was like, oh, Alex should be making Playmaker for Unreal, he should be making it for Godot, but it's just one person. So like, I just wish that he can get enough sales to justify expanding a team so he can hire people to also sort of expand Playmaker, but it's really hard. It's really, really hard. Anyways, just thought I'd throw that out there. Mayoko's Heavy says integration too. I've been using DoTween with or dot.tween with Playmaker for a while now, and it's unreal. Yeah, I mean, it's so old. It's and that's like the Unity is old, to be fair. It's not like it's not kept up to date, right? Like Playmaker is on version, what is it, like 1.9 point whatever, right? But it has such a rich history, is a better way to say it, and it's established, and all these other tool creators on the asset store recognize it, and the biggest tools out there have Playmaker integration, and that's because Playmaker has made a name for itself and has said like it is a like very unique and very valuable tool. So the integration is wild. Chrono City 7 says, bye-bye, it's time to sleep, I'm very late. Okay, Chrono City 7, have a very good night. See you later. By the way, my yoke is heavy. What's up? How's it going? How you doing? I was going to come over here to append and put in, let's see, who has those ceilings? I think maybe London actually has it. If I go to London and I go to materials, office ceiling, and let's try putting that in. That's like that other type of office ceiling. I'll take it. Fuck it. Or I don't know where else this comes from. Good, man. I'm good. I'm pretty tired. It's been a really long day. During the week, I've been waking up a little earlier than usual. I have my alarm to wake me up at 8 a.m., which is not super common for me. But I've been doing it because I have these sort of like intense exercise classes at 8:45. They're only like half an hour too, but they kick my ass, and I have to wake up early for them. And then the heat has kind of been making it a little harder to sleep. It's like 90 degrees or something right now. And there's just so much I want to do. There's so much I want to do. Okay. Let's just keep pushing forward here. So this is the ceiling. We have this. I think what would be a good addition is to have probably more marble. I think marble works well for airports. So we're just gonna search marble slabs again. You'll get it all done. Thank you. I hope so. You know what it is? It's just like, I do feel tugged in all directions. I've been telling my therapist, it's just like, oh, I want to do this, and then like, I want to do that, and it's like, even as I'm doing this right now, I'll kind of check out for a second and be like, oh, like I really want to do that Cuphead stream. And then it's like, oh, but then I really want to go to Anime Expo, which I am, and which is why I'm not going to do the, like, all the things, or have time to do all the things. And I really want to play Memories of a Spy, but I got to make it first. Oh, but I want to do this. And it's just like, oh, Steven, chill the fuck out, my dude. Let's find something. Do I own? I feel like who uses this? I think this gets used in Morocco. I guess nowhere uses this. I'm surprised. I don't like this color for London though. I want to pick one quickly right now because it's such a basic type of marble look. This is kind of like it. I could Photoshop this. And what else? Let me just, if there's one that's tileable or seamless, here we go. Look at these ones. This is what it is. Do I own these? No. Perfect. Let's get it. It is seamless, right? Yeah. Okay. This is called Marble Tiles 59. Going in here, and we're going to add a new one called Marble Tiles 059. Going to add image texture, textures 59, this one. And then we're going to select this and assign it. U cube project A, scale it up like that. There we go. Nice. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same with these walls. So we'll take this, 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 and this. And we're going to add marble tiles, assign. U cube project. I'm going to try to line it up with these. Scale that like right there. That's fine. Maybe scale it up a little bit more. Okay. I think that's fine. This line doesn't line up. That's kind of driving me crazy, but fuck it. This looks pretty good. I do like these. I kind of like them even more than the DC airport. That ceiling is fine, putting it like that. And then these, I'll put this like that. Or actually, let's take this, Shift S and 2, and then we'll take this, Shift S and then 8, and we'll focus in on it. Scooch it back, bring it down, focus in, bring it up. Okay, and we'll Alt-D and put it out like that. Okay. Maybe they should be a little bit more staggered. There we go. That's looking okay. All right, and then the roof over here. I think, should I just put those in there too? Or should I put the circular ones? You know what I'm gonna do is, what if I did this? What if I Shift D, put it right here? So this is a duplicate, which means now I could take these, and what if I just beveled? Oh shit, that shit breaks. Okay, so you could do that. Alt Z. Bevel it. Yeah, nice. Oops, sorry. And let's maybe increase that. And then scale on Y. No. Let's just bring them in. Like that. There we go. That was kind of like a neat hack for that. Let's maybe take all of it and scale it down. And then put them up here. Like that. Okay. 3, 4, 5. Alt D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take both of these. Actually, Alt D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then take those and put them like right here. Alt D, Y. Oops. Alt D, Y. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Oh, I should have named all those. That's the first one. Okay, so ceiling light, circle, copy it. This one, Shift S to Shift A, empty, and then we're going to take all these boys, all these circle ones, drop them there. Okay, circle underscore collection. All right, and let's not draw extra as a relationship lines. All right. Okay, what else is missing here? Flat. This helps maybe sell a little bit more right now. Okay, so these need to get textured. What is this? What do these look like? I feel like these are just white too. Where are they? Oh, they have wood on the bottom. Okay. You know what I'd like to do is, I would like to look at these airports in Unity today. Maybe when I'm done with this one, I'll at least drop in DC and London in into Unity, because I kind of want to see them all lit up. But yeah, this thing is like wood, and I don't know what this like white is. It's wood too, but like I don't know what a good. Maybe I'll just make the whole thing wood. So let's go to File, Append, and is there wood in here? Let's take cherry wood. I don't know how this is gonna play right now. Is it a little gaudy? Is that like a little gaudy? You know what it is? It's that this thing, it's like the bottom half of it is wood. I think that's probably a good move, where it's like solo that, and then if I come over here, go K, Z, C, and just kind of cut along this bottom. Yeah. And then we'll apply a different texture to it on top. So we'll go File, Append, and let's just search white. Let's see, off-white bricks, white ceramic, white molding, white plaster ceiling. Let's do white molding, see what happens. So we'll take the whole top part of this, solo it again, go over here, Alt-Z, grab all this, and we're gonna give it that white molding, and we'll assign it. Okay, this, Alt-Z, and Alt-A. Whoop! It's kind of fucked up. Nope, that's not what we want. Let's see. Oh, I guess we could scale it in though. Let's keep some texture on there somehow. It's a little too much. Let's just do this. That's kind of shitty. That's like too low res. I think that's too low res. You know what? It might sell. Let's try something else though. Append. Let's append from. Morocco might have something good. Material, white, old white door, white light, white floral fabric, off-white stucco. Let's see this. What if this was old white door? And scale it down like this. Again, just like sometimes those imperfections, they're a little too much when it's really small. And then that's too dirty. Fuck. What if I went really small? I can kind of dig that. Okay. It's really funny what you can get away with. Yeah, this is starting to look better. This does have some more definition though. I'm gonna see if that works. We'll just, I might add some molding to this at another time, but I'm really just hoping that some detail can come out nicely with when there's actual lighting and stuff. Okay, so we have that. Now we can just model, texture these little booths. Okay, so let's focus on these. These booths are right here. Okay, so this one's made up of like a light oak and then some metal panels with those buttons. Maybe what we could do is come over here and search buttons. And would be nice to have some non-labeled kind of like this. Like what does this even do? Hold on a sec. Oops. Okay. Square buttons, metal panel. Oh, you know what this needs too is it does need like the little card holders, little thing. But you know what? This is still slightly getting ahead of myself because I do just need some of the basics for this place. I think the place looks pretty good right now. And yeah, I think I wonder if there's something I could search in here. If I search like machine, if I can get kind of like a combination of textures. And what if you just searched booth? Or podium? You know, I know there's got to be something out there that has these textures on it. Like maybe a TV set, or what else is like that? Or a radio. Let's see. TV. No words for TV, huh? Television? Jesus. Radio? Device? Center? What else kind of has those textures? I keep forgetting where the hell let me close some of these. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Don't need that. We'll get these another time. Okay, close that, that. What else has this? Oh, duh. Desk? No desk. How do you not have table? I suppose I can go to Unsplash. Really quick though, does this have kiosk? Nope. What about this kiosk? It's like I may as well build it. This is kind of interesting. See, this has some... You know, I can imagine using yellow and then this metal and that panel. I can kind of imagine using that. Let's load a little bit more. Kiosk. Or even just straight up ticket booth. This one has some wood on it. I'm down to try this, actually. Let's copy image, go over to Photoshop, new, and we'll make this 2000 by 2000. Paste this in here. And we will take, let's see, let's duplicate that. And come in here, get rid of all of this, fill. Whoa, that's surprising. Get rid of that. Fill. This. Fill. Okay. And then this as well. Fill. Almost there. Fill. Fill. This panel, I feel like I may as well take it, huh? Like if I go like this, and then X, V, image, or edit, perspective warp, boom, bing, bang, bong, boom, enter, straighten it out, check. Put this like this, cut off these sides, top. Okay. Right. And then on this, you can just put like, let's see, get lucky? Kind of. Probably better just to get rid of it entirely. Okay. All right, and this can go here. And let's crop this. So we're getting like this. And honestly, actually, yeah, that's good, that's good. Maybe even bring it all the way to like right here. Okay. And is that enough for this? I feel like maybe what I could do is put on a old computer. There haven't really been any computers in this game so far. Like, computers existed back then, but I haven't really, like, put them in there. Let's see, something like that, kind of. Or even this. Maybe old or tube TV. Kind of just looking for a glass screen. You know what? Let's see what I can do with this really quick. Control Shift Alt W. Export as London Airport Electronics. here, new London Airport electronics, and give it that image texture. Electronics. Okay. Then AU cube project. What's the general shape we're looking at here? Okay. So maybe it's like, let's get faces first of all, like this. Okay. Oh, you know, we might need to do one at a time. Okay, or just put them like this. Nice. Okay, and then this. Okay, and then you could take this. Put it in the same spot. Cool. Makes me think I should even grab these, put these at the bottom, line it up, like right there. Cool. And then invert the selection. And these, I think this will be metal still. So G, scale it like this. It's kind of a hard one. Okay, what if I soloed this and then looked at it from up top? And cut it into some sections. Who knows? Let's see. All right. This, yeah, that works way better. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I should put it in the center. This one should be it. Okay, this one should be maybe like that. This one can be like this, a little bigger. It's like, what is this desk even? Oh, what did I put up here? Okay, let's take this front part and put it right there as well. Okay. Maybe move it a little bit up, a little down. All right. It's actually turning out okay. I feel like basically all this shit should be. Let me see if I select that and then come out of this, Alt Z, then deselect these ones. And deselect these ones. All this stuff. I'm gonna make a new vertex face maps. Assign. Okay. And I'm just gonna scale this down, rotate, G, scale. Okay, there we go, nice. Can even take this back one, make it special. Maybe even take this one, make it special. That's a little too much. What if it was like this? That's cool. Maybe this one's a little too much too. And I feel like honestly, there we go. This should probably be blue as well. Maybe give it a little bit of a lip right there. Nice. I think that's good how that lined up. I actually want to keep that. And this will just be this. Okay, this and this, or just this one. Yeah, there we go. Maybe. All right, and these last ones. Nobody's ever gonna see these, but this is bothering me. Oh, somehow messed this up. Or maybe it was never even. You know, I'm gonna put it like this, as if it has a. Kind of like that. Okay. And then maybe these have this color instead. Or maybe even boom. This thing is solid. Alt H. All right, cool. There's our little ticket machine things. Cool. It's like, who knows what any of that shit does? Doesn't really do anything in the game, but it looks very official and proprietary. All right, so here's our little London airport. Cool. I think that's it for the stream today. Thanks to everybody who swung by. I think, what was it? Let's see. We have Chrono 57, My Yoke is Heavy, Corky Charms, and Mechalina swung by. I can't look at the entire chat from today. I'm surprised, actually, it doesn't let me scroll any further. But thanks everybody who swung by, and hope you learned something. Hope you had at least a good time just enjoying the company. I enjoyed everybody else's company, however brief it may have been. I think I'm going to try to get a little bit more done once Morocco comes around, just because Morocco is small. And I also think this is kind of helping me learn that I can do more with less for right now, because I'm actually more excited about getting back to programming. Vagabond says peace. Vagabond, thanks for swinging by. And yeah, so I just want to get back to programming. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have a blast modeling this stuff, but it's just like can't wait to get these airport FSM templates. That's what I'm so stoked on, is just getting the airport system up and running. I already got a bunch of AI tests going. I want to share some stuff with you guys. I have the character prefab that I've been making, all the player stuff that you guys have seen stuff for, is now has some proper NPC stuff going on in it. And I want to put these fucking guys on some planes and ship them around the world and watch them kind of walk around and get their tickets and go places on their own. So had a good time today. Hope you guys did too. Take care of yourselves, get some exercise, make sure you're getting 8 hours of sleep, don't eat too much, don't eat too little, make sure you're staying nice and hydrated. It's super warm, so stay cool. Open your windows, get some fresh air if you can, if it's not too hot. Go for a little walk if you can, and of course spend time with the people you love, your friends and family. And I'll talk to you guys very, very soon.